What is the best year of the golden eras of hip-hop? Was it 1986, having the genre's birthplace of New York and world domination? Is 1994 the one with the East and West Coast together on the charts having quality tracks? How about 1996, when the South came in the game with some commercial heat? Those are all viable options, but it's probably more than others 1998. That was the culturized year when all the styles from various regions of the United States blended to lift the 20-something-year-old music category to the mainstream market to stay. Welcome to Major Key Unlimited. Why 1998 was the best year in hip-hop? Make sure to watch till the end to find out.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
All right, cut and print. Beautiful, guys. Dynamite.
When you think of 1998, you probably go to the tense times the culture just overcame. It was the first full year without the superstars of the previous 5 years, Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G. both killed in 1996 and 1997, respectively. Their deaths hit a hard reset in the timeline of before Tupac and after Biggie. Emerging from the grimy grips of the last year's dark battles and street hip-hop edge, we had everything. Flossy torchbearers and Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment, Jay-Z of the mighty Rockefeller Records, and the Deep South's Master P with his No Limit Records. While hip-hop plotted its course for world dominance, R&B still gripped urban music, especially on the radio. Beyond the fanfare of how much the borders had opened for hip-hop, 1998 provided a level playing field. There, a street hop artist like Queens, New York's Mick Geronimo could transfer from a rugged-sounding Shit's Real in 1994 to the bright glare of up-tempo grooves like his most significant single, Nothing Moved But the Money. The song became Geronimo's most successful single, being his only appearance on the Billboard Hot 100. The jiggified bright lights and shiny suits together with sexy female dancers defined the time as one where evolution to the pop-friendly side of the music could get you more looks. Still, what makes 1998 great is that the hip-hop nation was war itself. For every flossy and bossy Jay-Z success plot, you had a growling and gutter Yonkers, New York reppin', DMX, who famously released 2 Billboard #1 albums, It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, in the same year, earning 7 platinum certificates for both albums. The balance of types of hype was all around. The atmosphere would go from Onyx screaming React, which hit 62 on the US Billboard, to ATL's Outkast flipping lines on Rosa Parks, peaking at number 55. The battles to figure out what's going on in the face of changing times didn't just stop at the music's production. The surrounding elements that inspired the art form were switching up as well. For example, the Southern Fried Funk of the annual Freaknik Festival in Atlanta, where thousands of HBCU students across the country partied wherever there was open space. Also, the famous shopping center of Lenox Mall. While any highway that had pavement had women riding out of the windows in mini bikinis with no beach in sight. And, without a doubt, the hottest dance spots of the time like Club 112. Plus, Memphis, Tennessee's 3-6 Mafias tear the club up, blasted the speakers everywhere. Rappers blended with fans freely, minimum security, no social media, and the sea of drinks kept the fun flowing. People went crazy when gathered at the famous New York club, The Tunnel, which sat famously on the West Side Highway of New York. You couldn't go to the notoriously badass party that took place on Sunday nights if you were faint of heart. Meantime, you weren't a top-tier rapper if you didn't perform at the Forever Pack venue. As a reference, we recommend you checking out The Hip Hop Nucleus, a documentary on the legendary Tunnel Nightclub of NYC. It's an excellent source to give you the atmosphere of the storied events that went down, including 50 Cent, Jay-Z, The Lox, Rough Riders, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and LL Cool J. Speaking of LL, his time in 1998 was insane. LL Cool J, already a seasoned vet of the verses, and Canibus, the young, hungry microphone mangler, had the biggest rap battle in ages. Between second round KO by Bus, peaking at number 28, and LL's The Ripper Strikes Back, peaking at number 75, the battle looked like it wouldn't stop. Legends of what could have been of Canibus and Uncle L's Titan tussle leave stories on who won bar for bar. Where we are in the game nowadays, 23 years later, wouldn't be half as valuable if not for the mixtape climate of DJ Clue, K-Slay, Big Mike, Ron G, Doo-Wop, and so many others, which spawned the likes of Cameron and Dipset, Noriega, Big Pun, and Mobb Deep. This was a period when New York was as together as it was divided. Crew love was almost bloodbound, and the cliquish groups in the 5 boroughs pumped out classic singles, like Banned from TV by Nori, and the never-ending flow of freestyles that now exist on YouTube. But back in these days, you could only hear if you could get your lucky hand on one of the Street Heat compact discs. Labels were prosperous, with money flowing from overpriced CDs and vinyl pressings. Def Jam, Rockers, Loud Records, Tommy Boy, and the rest won big with releases that produced today's classics. That September 29th alone was a unique release day. It boasted Black Star's Mos Def and Talib Kweli, our Black Star debut, number 53 at the Billboard 200, Brand Nubian's Getting Together Project Foundation, which hit number 59 at the Billboard 200, Jay-Z's Mainstream Discovery with Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, hitting number 1 at the Billboard 200 and acquiring 4 platinum certificates. No Limit Records' Mean Green compilation, which hit number 5 on the Billboard 200 and certified gold by RIAA. Outkast's third album, Acclaimed, which hit number 2 at the Billboard 200, and The Love Movement, the declared swan song album for A Tribe Called Quest, which hit number 3 at the Billboard 200 and received gold accreditation. What a time to be alive. That all after Lauryn Hill released her genre-shifting Miseducation of Lauryn Hill debut solo album a few weeks before. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart, selling 400,000 copies in its first week, breaking a record for first week sales by a female artist. The album also earned 10 Grammy nominations, winning 5 awards, making Lauryn the first woman to ever receive that many nominations and awards in one night. A mega competitive atmosphere for great artists to be inspired by and collab with for the future. What also stands out in 1998 is the XXL The Greatest Day in Hip Hop cover shoot. It was the largest gathering of hip hop acts ever. Over 270 rappers worldwide converged on Harlem, New York on 126th Street to repeat Esquire magazine's monumental A Great Day in Harlem photo, where the stars of Jazz's 1958 campaign all smiled for history's sake. To be a part of this legendary moment that hasn't been duplicated in size and status since, where Rakim, Slick Rick, Mac 10, Fat Joe, Onyx, The Roots, Shaq, Third Base, Goody Mob, Scarface, and so many stars of that moment and last year's arrived in full. The mighty photographer, filmmaker, and magic man of Life magazine, Gordon Parks, took the unique shot under the pressure of excitable rap generals and industry elite. Unluckily, because President Clinton was in town, traffic was insane, and the likes of Cormega and the reigning queen of hip-hop, Lauryn Hill, missed the shot. Will anything like those times happen again? When we see how the long-standing tradition of beef and battles like LL and Canibus is still going on nowadays with Pusha T and Drake. Big Pun's surprising Latino mainstream success implied Cardi B's white-hot stardom. You probably sit back and think, what will happen with the culture in the following 20 years? So much has transformed since 1998, yet so much has remained the same. But what do you think? Was 1998 the best year in hip-hop? What will change in the year 2038? Share your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload. And you can always enjoy the content, the excellent content we send your way. I'm Dollar Black, the voice of Major Key Unlimited. Y'all be good.